Hi Sagittarius, how you doing? Just a little bit of housekeeping first of all. This isn't going to resonate with everyone, so if it does resonate, please do like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press the little ding dong bell thingy, and that will notify you as and when I upload my random reads. And when you subscribe to the channel, I get my random reads by meditating on the subscribers list, so I could just be picking up on your energy. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, please do check your sun, moon and your rising sign and your Venus for more clarity. If you're unsure how to do that, then if you go on to AstroCaf, it's free to do, and put in your date of birth and where you were born. It's, as I say, it's totally free, and it will give you the planetary placements of the day that you were born. It's actually really interesting how many signs we're all made up of. Okay, right, Sagittarius, one more, and let's have a look what general energies we've got coming up for you. Okay. Right. Oh, you're not going to tell me. The High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess card is my silent card, because you using your intuition. You know, when you have that gut feeling that something is going to happen, something's going to play out. You can just feel it. Yeah. So it's an energy of knowing something's going to happen. And my Sagittarius is extremely intuitive. The next card we've got is the Six of Pentacles. Then we've got the Eight of Swords. Then we've got the Ace of Wands. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so as I say, Sagittarius, the High Priestess is knowing that something is going to happen. You get a feeling, it's a gut feeling, okay? And I wonder if you're actually are you gonna tell me? No. Whatever this is coming up, you know that it's going to take your full attention. Okay, by having the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is my rest and rejuvenation card. It's my R&R card, where the Three Swords at the top. Okay, the Three Swords usually dictate of heartache, heartbreak. Okay, feeling stabbed through the heart, but those have been put up. So that's in the past, that's gone. It's almost like with the Ace of Swords being laid out on the floor, communication has ceased. It's almost like I'm picking up on the energy of someone is preparing themselves for what's ahead. You're not actually too sure what is ahead, but with your gut feeling, you know that in a positive way, it's the calm before the storm. Okay. Now, the next card is the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is the uneven balance. Not in a general, but in a relationship status, it would be a breadcrumbing card. Okay, so something, the energy that's coming up, you don't feel that it's balanced. Okay, so from using your intuition to having that R&R moment, you are aware that whatever is coming up, you know that the scales aren't going to be even. Okay, and it's almost like you're preparing yourself for not a battle, but you know what's coming up isn't going to be plain sailing, if that makes sense. Okay, right, let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. Okay, now the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a soulmate energy. Okay, but it doesn't have to be relationship. You can have obviously a partner, you can have a best friend, you can have a mental connection with your budgerigger. Yeah, it's that soulmate energy, that person that you really do click with. Okay, now you're actually feeling, or it's coming into the energy that it's something is unbalanced between you. So say for example it was a relationship status. Okay, it's almost like using your intuition, you feel that something is going to come to a head because the scales aren't balanced. Yeah, and it's like you're biding your time to communicate, to say something, to make sure whether you've got the information correct or not. I hope this is resonating for someone because it's not making much sense to me. Yeah, I'm just saying what I'm picking up on. But between you two, things you don't feel are balanced. Okay, and you know full well it's going to come to a head. Right, so the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Eight of Swords is a self-imposed energy, really, of not being able to communicate. Okay, because this lady could actually just take a blindfold off, unchain her wrists that's just held on really loosely, stand up and walk out. Okay, but you're feeling, or sorry, you're going to come into the energy of feeling that you're not able, your hands are tied, basically, that's what I'm hearing. You're not able to communicate without exacerbating the situation. Okay, so even though you feel that the energy is unbalanced, maybe they're giving more time to friends or other people rather than you. Okay, but you know, by voicing your concerns, it's going to be taken the wrong way, it's going to be blown out of proportion, it's going to be all of those things, and you're biding your time because you're concerned that it's not going to come across the right way. Okay, right, the Eight of Swords. Please clarify the Eight of Swords. Why do we think that our hands are tied? Because of friends. Okay, and that's what I said with the unbalance. Maybe I mean, it could be roles reversed. It could be you're spending more time with friends, or they're spending more time, rather than spending that time with you, or you spending more time with them. But yeah, for some reason that you do feel intuitively that if you say anything, it's gonna make the situation worse. Okay. But for the time being, that's okay. But obviously that can't go on for a long period of time without killing any kind of relationship. Okay. So the next card is the Ace of Wands. Now the Ace of Wands is the big daddy of the Wands card. Okay. The Ace is the ultimate big boy. It's also a phallic symbol. Yeah. So the Ace of Wands, it can actually mean, well, yourself, it's a fire sign, so Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. Okay, you're bringing that energy. So either you could be dealing with another fire sign, Sun, Moon or Rising, or this is you, okay? And it's almost like everything has come to a head and I need to say what is on my mind. Now, I know that it's not going to be taken exactly how I want it to be taken. I know that it's going to cause some upset, but it needs to be said. Something needs to go forward. Okay. Now, the Five of Swords is a card of having a bit of a tete-a-tete, having a bit of an argument, but one person coming out victorious, but not overly feeling happy about being victorious in this situation. Because even though, say for example, it's you that's having the conversation, okay? So you saying to this person, I don't feel like, basically I'm not getting as much attention as that you give your friends. Yeah, I do feel a little bit breadcrumbed kind of thing. You're always out and about with them. Well, you know, I'm not here just to, you know, pay half the bills. I'm here for a relationship. So the conversation doesn't make you happy. It needs to be said. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Right, so the last card we've got is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is quite a stubborn card. There's no movement. Very, very slow moving. Okay, but it's an earth sign. So, could be Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. Okay, but it's a very, yeah, it's very stubborn. I'm picking up on very stubborn. So this could be the person that you are communicating with. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles is a very teenage energy. Okay, it's not a child, but it's certainly not an adult. So this person that you're dealing with might actually be either younger than you, or they are acting a bit immature. Okay. To clarify that, the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is obviously dictated as juggling. I don't think, unfortunately, things are going to be overly sorted out this month. If you were going to ask a question, yeah, 2 soulmate cards have come up. It's the Six of Cups is nostalgia from the past. So I do feel like you're carrying on through August with the Six of Cups energy, looking back at how things used to be. It's almost like you've stepped into this conversation and you are paving a way to getting the full conversation out, but for the time being it's almost like you're just dipping your toe into the conversation. Mainly really because obviously the situation is upsetting you, but you know that maybe communicating with this Knight of Pentacles needs a bit of a softer hand. Okay. I'm just going to do a little extra. I'm just going to see, try and get a timing card for when this may be. The Sun. Things will be sorted out, okay? And when the sun comes behind the cloud, it's almost instant. Okay, so I would have thought with you testing the water, okay, and going forward, there is potential for this relationship, definitely. Okay, with the Sun card, it's the happiest card on the deck. They just need to realise that they need to put more time into you as well as their friends. Okay, right, Sagittarius, that's what I've got for you. I hope you have a really good August and I will catch up with you really soon. Bye.